us on Instagram at KBLA 1580.
Follow the leader.
Are you ready?
The station leading the way with exclusive interviews,
Follow the leader.
stimulating conversation, and intellectual discourse that empowers, enlightens, and informs.
Follow the leader.
Follow the leader at KBLA 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Keep following the leader.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
We accept very easily the path that is the most satisfying, the most convenient, the most pleasurable. It's very easy to move into that groove. And authority dictates, lays down religiously and psychologically a system, a method by which or through which you will find security. This is well known, and so we're going to go into all this question whether there is any kind of authority, psychological apart from technological, medicine and so on, if there is any kind of psychological authority whatsoever. Because if we see that there isn't any security, any authority, including speakers, then we're going to find out that it's possible to live without any guidance, right? Without any control, without any effort. This is asking a tremendous lot, right? Because we are educated, conditioned to accept authority. Because that's the most convenient and the easiest way to live. Put all our faith, all our trust in somebody or in some idea or in some conclusion or in some teaching and give ourselves to that, hoping that we shall find some deep satisfaction, deep security. The Guru, these teachings have done all the work, and you just have to follow. Now, an intelligent, a fairly aware, awakened, in the normal sense, objects to that, totally. You would, living in a free country like this, where there's freedom of speech and so on.
Are we going to start off with the great Krishnamurti on fire? It's Monday. The VOR is back in the building. KBLA Talk 1580. Why did I play that? That clip is the great Krishnamurti. You know, I'm always going to mention Krishnamurti on my shows, but he was talking about conformity. What does that have to do with relationships, Zoe? Isn't this a relationship show? Yes, it is. And I'm sick and tired of carbon copy people acting like they special. Woo! Woo! Just down to the mannerisms. Everybody got the same mannerisms. Everybody got the same talking points. Everybody has the same perspective, right? Especially when it comes to relationship. And I love the piece where within what he was saying, where he was saying there's no authority. But, and he's talking about psychologically, right? There should be no authority in your life psychologically. Now, he's talking about technology, the doctor. Of course, the doctor has, authority because he knows something that you don't, right? He's not talking about that. For many people, your fears make you a commoner. 1-800-920-1580. Your unhealed wounds, your lack of self-knowledge. What do you mean self-knowledge? Well, Zoe Williams was born in the South but raised in the West. He's a Gemini, right? In human design, he's a manifesting generator on the 3-5 line. His rising is Libra. His moon is Taurus. Do you see what I'm saying? We can go deeper and deeper. In astrology, his life path is a 1. And keep going, right? All these different subtleties and nuances. But does that make me special? No. Living up to your fullest potential is what makes you special, because now you're cultivating speciality from within. Many of us cultivate conformity because we want to be accepted. Do you see? Tonight's topic, special. So you think you're special? What if I told you being special is a little harder than it seems? A deeper look into the rarity of being special. See, many people don't give a damn if you're unique, because people are in the relationship in the inverse. See, relationships are about giving more than they are about receiving. Many people give conditionally. I'm giving contingent upon you giving. So really, you're not a giver. You just pay people back for what they do, right? I love you if you love me. I like you if you like me. You got to show me something, prove to me, so I can open up. Do you see what I'm saying? Most people are takers, and a taker is not original. And when it comes to the psychological aspect of it, the great Carl Jung said, many people will do anything, no matter how absurd, in order to avoid themselves. So if you're dating a self-avoider, they cannot be special. They can only attract what they are. The great Krishnamurti said it this way: order cannot possibly be brought about through conformity to a pattern under any circumstances. Did you know your attachment style is a pattern? Did you know Your family's communication style is a pattern. You have conformed to your unhealed wounds, and that makes you not particularly special. That makes you common and basic. When fear sits in the driver's seat of your life, I just want to pick somebody that's going to make me happy. I just want to pick somebody that's going to do for me what I think should be done for me. That makes you pretty common, pretty basic. Those who are in revolt against society are conformist. They reject one form of conformity only to accept another, the great Krishnamurti. Freedom cannot be found in any retreat, in any system or belief, nor through the conformity and fear called discipline. What do you mean? What do you mean? So many brothers out here talking about be disciplined, be disciplined. Most people need discipline because they're uncomfortable being themselves. Hey, somebody meme it. I need somebody to get to YouTube. I need somebody to get to Instagram right now. Most people need discipline because they're uncomfortable being their true selves. So discipline serves as a type of self-harness. Is that saying there aren't aspects of yourself that should be contained? Absolutely. But many people contain the whole self, right? This is why the mask is so important. Let's go deeper. Krishnamurti is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Many of us are trying to get the bag. Many of us are, and the bag equals security. Take the word money and bag out of it. You know what bag means? It means I'm safe. It means I don't have to worry about no bills. I don't have to worry about the game. I don't have to worry about it. Everything is taken care of. Many of us live our lives to be taken care of. Huh? 1-800-920-1580. Same with control. Control is really the opposite side of the coin of fear. If I'm in control, I don't have to be worried about anything. This is why power dynamics manifest themselves in relationship. Listen to what he says here. Tradition implies authority, conformity, imitation, following. You have been traditioned and conditioned to be a forever wound walking around trying to get somebody to pour some salve on it called love. Well, the salve for the wound comes from inside the womb. 1-800-920-1580. What makes you special? What have you done to elevate yourself beyond your circumstances, beyond your condition? Huh? Don't you want somebody special? Well, in order to want somebody special, you must get on the pathway to becoming somebody special. Huh? Order cannot possibly be brought about through conformity to a pattern under any circumstance, the great Krishnamurti. Are y'all ready for tonight's topic? Are y'all ready? What makes your partner special? Not what they do. What they do is not who they are. That's their occupation. That's their discipline. What makes you special? You hear people say it all the time. Oh, everybody's special. Down to your fingerprints. Everybody's special. But what makes you special? Why are you here? And what are you in relationship for? What are you here in relationship to do? Your relationship to your partner, your relationship to yourself, your relationship to your family, your relationship to your community, your relationship to the world. What makes you special on MLK Day? Yes, he was a human being. Yes, he was flawed like every other man. Shout out to Coretta Scott. Yes, he was a flawed man, but he lived his purpose. He was special in that he lived his purpose. You got to understand something about King, man. He was assassinated in 68. The man was only 39. Do you know how much life he lived in 39? Oh, well, let's juxtapose MLK to Tupac. Tupac died at 25. Boy had damn near 70 albums before the age of 25. Did a bunch of movies. Was an icon, impactful. Yes, he was flawed, but he was special. What are you doing to reach that level? So many people want that special person, but don't know how to be a special person. 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, we're going to get this national discussion popping.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Did you know there's a way to outsmart COVID if you get it? Now there are medicines that can treat COVID, whether or not you've been vaccinated, which is great news, especially if you're over 50. If taken in the first 5 days of having symptoms, COVID medicines can help stop the illness from getting serious. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to learn more about COVID medicines. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
COVID-19 renter protections are ending for City of Los Angeles tenants. Know your rights and these 3 facts. February 1st is the deadline to pay rental arrears for rent owed from October 1st, 2021 to January 31st, 2023. Residential tenants cannot be evicted without a reason or just cause. You have 5 days to respond to an eviction notice from the court. Learn more at housing.lacity.org. That's housing.lacity.org. Be informed. Be protected, be at home.
For all of us, this generation and the next, there is simply no place in our lives for litter. And yet, it's everywhere we look. And unfortunately, it does belong to all of us. So, let's come together and create a litter-free, clean California, once and for all. Remember to properly dispose of your trash and recycling. Secure truckloads with tarps to keep debris from flying out. Clean out your car when you're at a gas station. Take pride in your community by organizing a cleanup event or join a cleanup event near you. Zero litter is the goal. Join us at cleanca.com. That's cleanca.com. Let's do it together. Brought to you by Caltrans. cleanca.com.
KBLA Talk 1580 is the exclusive media sponsor of this light of ours, activist photographers of the Civil Rights Movement. A dynamic new exhibition on view now at the Skirball Cultural Center in Los Angeles. This light of ours showcases more than 150 photos taken by movement insiders from diverse backgrounds that reveal the vital work undertaken by a broad coalition of organizers and everyday people whose collective action changed America. This light of ours is one of 3 temporary exhibitions currently on view at the Skirball, which together explore issues related to civil rights, immigration, and pluralism. Tickets and more information for all 3 exhibitions are available at skirball.org. That's skirball.org. SKIRBALL.org.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Oh, you are fish. I like giving you some food, too. You are my friend, you are special. You are my friend, you're special to me. You are the only one like you, my friend. I like you in the daytime, in the nighttime, any time that you feel's the right time for a friendship with me, you see. Can you spell friend? F-R-I-E-N-D, special, good. You are my friend, you're special to me. There's only one In this wonderful world, you are special. It's not so much what we have in this life that matters. It's what we do with what we have. The alphabet is fine, but it's what we do with it that matters most. Making words like friend and love, that's what really matters.
Men really get themselves in a pickle when they attempt to resolve their dissonance by believing that their women are different and that they would never do things that other women would do. Romance is one way guys rationalize their behavior relative to a specific woman, and knowledge of their woman's past jeopardizes that rationalization, which is what provokes jealousy. A woman is a woman, man, and expecting that your particular sweetheart or wife or fiance is going to be the exception is probably not grounded in reality. Your woman is not different. This may provoke some anger or resentment in some of you, but you can work through that and arrive at the point where you can see her as just another human being. No better, no worse. And only then can you really decide whether there is enough left to justify your commitment.
Wow. He's talking about women, right? That's Orion Taraban. But the same notion applies to men as well. Many of us think our woman is special. She would never do that. Wrong. Many of us think our men are special. Oh, he would never do that. Wrong. Right? Special doesn't necessarily mean protecting your wounds. See, if you find somebody that does protect your wounds, that's a good thing. And you could argue that that makes them special. But the reality of it is, your wounds don't need protection, right? They need love. Your wounds need your attention. And when I say your attention, I mean you must be attentive to your wounds because they heal under your non-judgmental observation. They don't heal with you turning your back on them. Actually, they gain strength. They gain momentum. When you are avoidant towards a wound, the wound gains power. It gains authority in your spirit. It is elevated, just like fear, ego, and pride, to a leadership position in your soul, which makes you pretty common because most people do that. In what ways does conforming to the social norm impact your innate uniqueness in the dating market? Uh-oh. You look like everybody else. You sound like everybody else. We do the same things that everybody else does. What original thoughts do you have, right? What makes you a unique experience, right? How is it that I can be with you and have an experience unlike any other person I've ever been with? A unique experience. Huh? What makes your man or woman special to you? I want you to call me tonight, 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Get ready, get ready, get ready. What makes them special? And what makes you special to them? And to yourself, 1-800-920-1580. What does it mean if a guy says you're special to him? What does it mean if a woman says you're special to her? Does your material wealth and financial stability make you special in an intimate relationship? Right? What does being a special person mean? What is it like for a special person to be special? Right? How do special people impact our lives? Right? I want to know. 1-800-920-1580. Is your significant other special? Can you call in tonight and tell us what's unique and special about them that has nothing to do with what they give you? with what they do for you? Can you talk about your partner's uniqueness without saying, well, this is the first time I've ever met a person that rubbed my feet. This is the first time I've ever met a person that paid attention to me. No! That's your wounds saying, yes, that's why I like them. And if they stop doing what you like, you probably get away from them, right? I'm asking you, as an observer of yourself and a significant other, what makes them special and what makes you special. Andy?
The vibes that we always have. It always just seems natural. Nothing ever seems forced.
I like that. I like that. I like that. But I can argue you've had some good vibes with some other folks, too. Yeah. Yeah, I can argue that. 1-800-920-1580. Let me get my brother Nazarene X in here. Nazarene, we only got 1 minute, so you know I'm going to have to carry you over, but it's always great to hear from you. Get in here.
Glad to be. That's so special. That's so special. Yeah, this is nice. Glad to be with you, huh?
Hey, man. Glad to have you, brother. Glad to have you. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Love, it was dope. Even hearing Brother Andy chime in, was talking about the vibe, because even in reading the kind of like the setup and everything, the headline on tonight's topic, I was drawn to point out the rhythm. I think the rhythm, and it calls for you to commune with your partner's presence, which I think is also like, in terms of that dynamic between, you call somebody special, I could mean you slow for real.
Wait. Hold on, because you starting to cook. Hold tight when we come forward. Nazarene X, Atlanta, first on the board. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know the routine. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get it.
I'm so special, so special. Tell them no fear, too fierce expression. Guy for no dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell me them shot.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has announced the city's 3 library systems will not face budget cuts in the 2025 fiscal year. Almost every city agency was asked to cut 5% of their budget for next year. However, Mayor Adams, who is black, says he can't allow library services to be reduced any further. The move comes after prior controversial budget cuts led to the city's libraries cutting Sunday service across the city in November. State lawmakers in Louisiana are back to work at a special session of the legislature. It's focusing on the state's congressional boundaries. A federal judge ruled that they violate the Voting Rights Act. There will be an effort to create a second black majority district. Republicans have argued that the black population is spread out, making that impossible. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
California Baptist University has clinched the #1 spot for career preparedness and an impressive #2 for the best student experience, according to the Wall Street Journal. Find out how CBU's award-winning experience can help you live your purpose. Visit calbaptist.edu/here.
Follow the leader.
KBLA Talk 1580.
Follow the leader.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at KBLA 1580.
Follow the leader.
Are you ready?
The station leading the way with exclusive interviews,
Follow the leader.
stimulating conversation, and intellectual discourse that empowers, enlightens, and informs.
Follow the leader.
Follow the leader at KBLA 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Keep following the leader.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
City of Los Angeles landlords that own rent-controlled properties, starting February 1st, you'll be able to increase rents by 4% for your rent-controlled properties. An extra 1% per utility, up to 6%, can be added only if you pay the entire gas and electric bill. And don't forget to give your tenant an advanced 30-day written notice for rent increases of less than 10%. It is state law. Learn more about the rent increase at housing.lacity.org. That's housing.lacity.org.
Cover California is a free service from the state that's already helped millions of people like you get and pay for health insurance. With financial help to lower the cost of health coverage, you could get a quality health plan for less than $10 a month. Every plan covers preventive care, doctor visits, emergency care, and more. If you have questions, we're here to help every step of the way. Cover California, this way to health insurance. Enroll by January 31st at coveredca.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA reminds you that when we fight, we win, and we don't black down. LA Community Action Network, or LA CAN, was formed in 1999 when 25 residents of downtown LA came together and acknowledged the problems that existed in their community and made a commitment to do something about those problems, to stand together, organize, and become a force in the community that demands change. Civil rights and preventing the criminalization of poverty are their core projects. In addition, they take on women's rights, the human right to housing, and healthy food access. LA CAN also has projects focused on economic development, civic participation, voter engagement, and community media. While downtown LA remains their home base, with a particular emphasis on the Skid Row community, in 2007, they expanded their housing and healthy food access work into South Central Los Angeles. LA CAN believes that power for low-income people and people of color is achieved through a large, active, and well-informed member base that utilizes a multitude of methods to advance their messages and goals. If you'd like to join the Los Angeles Community Action Network and organize people to fight back against oppression, please visit cangress.org. That's cangress.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey LA, save water and put money in your pocket with rebates from LADWP. Start saving with free shower heads and faucet aerators. Then save with every flush when you upgrade to a water-efficient toilet and get a $250 rebate. You can also save on every load of laundry with a high-efficiency clothes washer and get a $500 rebate. That's right, LADWP customers can get $500 rebates on qualifying clothes washers. See all the ways to save at ladwp.com/save.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. Pro Football Hall of Famer and urban peace pioneer Jim Brown believed in just that. So he founded the Amera I Can Foundation for Social Change in 1988, focusing on at-risk and high-risk youth in underserved schools and juvenile detention facilities, as well as adult incarceration and reentry initiatives. The core of the Amera I Can program is its 15-chapter life skills curriculum. Mastery of these skills allows individuals to meet their academic potential, conform their behavior to acceptable societal standards, and improve the quality of their lives by equipping them with what they need to confidently and successfully contribute to society. Today, the foundation is led by its president, Monique Brown, who has been actively involved in the organization for more than 25 years. The Amera I Can Foundation continues its work in memory of its founder, actor, philanthropist, and NFL legend Jim Brown. To get involved or make a donation, please visit AmeriICanCommunity.partners. That's AmeriICanCommunity.partners. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told. We rarely have confrontation, and if the I said really was bold, I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from old. When I'm calling out her trauma, she too defensive to listen, I'll call. So, looking at I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. couldn't get through on the Mansion series. Dana was hogging up the time that I need. Between working or being so clingy, plus the time zone difference don't make it more easy. Oh, so I figured I'd call in early, turn my life down, mercy, I got through. You tuned in, yeah. Voice is the show. Yeah. Voice is the show. So just lay back your mind. Something new. Everybody tuning in to soul. Cause he is the voice of reason, yeah.
If you look at people who are successful, you know, you look at a Lewis Howes, or you look at a Steve Jobs, or Elon Musk, or whomever, you say to yourself, there's nobody else like them on the planet. You may hate Elon Musk, you may think he's an egocentric maniac, but you can't tell me there's another person with those with that kind of guts,
right,
with that kind of confidence, and with that kind of vision, because he's one of a kind. And you're going around trying to imitate other people, trying to do what you think other people are doing. You're running away from your source of power. What makes you unique, what makes you even weird, what you may even be afraid of because it's so different from other people, is your source of power. It's what makes you a Superman or woman.
The words of Tom Green. No, it's not Tom Green. It's Robert Greene, author of The 48 Laws of Power. That's the great Robert Greene. Now, what's amazing about Robert Greene's work is, even though he's talking about an intrinsic and an innate power, the examples he uses are social success, right? Social success. But I'm here to differ. I'm saying you tapping into this infinite reservoir, this well of internal power, can also lead you to a space where there is no wound that can be formed as a weapon against you. No wound can be weaponized against you when you tap into your source of self, right? What role does self-acceptance play in embracing and celebrating your own uniqueness? How does being special relate to personal growth and self-discovery? Can you describe a time when you felt like a special person in someone else's life? How does being special influences a person's sense of purpose and fulfillment? Do you understand what I'm trying to get at? We're trying to date blankets. Emotional and psychological blankets. We out, the most attractive person to us in our lives when we're unhealed is a living Linus. We looking for Linus. That's not special. It don't matter if they got money. We looking for Linus. Linus, please come in here and wrap yourself around this wound, because it's cold. Nazarene X, get in here. Finish your thought.
And look, I would like a lioness, you feel me? Like, just take it slow, bro. Like, it's whatever. Be my comfort blanket. But, because, mind you, spend a lot of time on the proverbial magic school bus way ducked off in the back where the neurodivergence and autistic people are, those that still value critical thought or how my brain works in this strange, cruel world. Like, I think anyone that remains sane from a just general upliftment standpoint, y'all special. You the ones that still over here finding a way to open your eyes again with some type of gratitude in your heart. And I think, like, in the big way, everybody's rhythm as they walk that type of walk or just come from any type of new life ahead, and they willing to embrace it by whatever means, their self-awareness makes us all special amid this world. But one thing that came to mind, too, was, in that sense, if it's like if you position yourself to let someone else know or confirm, like if someone else has to confirm whether or not you're special, you already calling for the other person involved to judge you or compare you to something that tends to not be God first. They'll be like comparing you to others in the world, themselves, or old teachers. And again, it's not necessarily wrong, but one major gem I got from you, Unc, as well, is just, again, the self-judgment piece.
Mm-hmm.
It just all kind of, you come back to just that surrender into the flow. It doesn't mean be wild. Like, again, if you have enough sense to care for self, at least in some capacity, again, I do not but applaud all of that type of energy.
Mm-hmm.
To say, like, y'all special, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
That, like I said, I'm just there with it, huh?
I love it, brother. I love it. Guess what you just did, Nazarene X?
Slama lama ding dong. Atlanta in the building.
You brought Atlanta in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know the deal. Call me, 1-800-920-1580. John 14:12. Verily, verily, I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than me, because I am going to the Father. In other words, you taking my place in my seat with my speciality, with my abilities. Verse 13, I tell you the truth, verily, verily, that's what it means, truth. Veritas is the Latin, and veritas, the truth. I tell you the truth. Anyone who believes in me will do the same works I have done, and even greater works, because I'm going to be with the Father. This is 14, John chapter 14, verse 12. I really want, and I'm reading different translations of it. You know why? Because many people will say that Jesus was one of the most special people to, or is the most special person to have ever existed. But he gave a mandate that says whoever does the type of work that I'm doing, right, they will go on to do even greater things than I. Have you met someone as special as Jesus? It doesn't mean you're not capable. Doesn't mean that. But have you been able to access your speciality, your core power? Huh? Have you been able to do that? And if you haven't, we just relationshiping. Let's just get into a relationship. Let's just be together. Again, to be able to access this power, it transforms you into something that aligns with the supreme source of all that is. Did you know how the supreme source of all that is in alignment with your purpose, which is in alignment with the answer for why am I here, Lord? Wow. I know y'all not ready for tonight's topic. It's all good. Who we got on the line? We got Attila, Houston, Texas. Get in here.
Uncle Zo, how are you?
I'm all right. How you?
You know, hey, chilling, laying low, sipping slow, you know.
Yeah. I understand. Talk to me. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
All right. So I had to really think about this. Took me a minute. What makes your man or woman special? So I think for me, it's the ability to just exist, to just be. You could be doing nothing and be doing everything all at the same time with that person. But there's a feeling of home. And I don't mean home as in familiar. I mean home as in, like, peaceful. You know? But it's never boring. But it's always a feeling of contentment.
So you say one who has mastered being over doing. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Talk
yes.
to me. Yes.
But imagine being able to do that with someone else, right? Like, if you've been in a long stretch of time where you haven't dated anyone, or at least you haven't allowed anyone in your space in that regard, I think that, in a sense, that for me is like a challenge that I face, because, you know, who is it that I enjoy being with while I'm with myself? Like, how do I reconcile the two where I can fully be me and fully be with them at the same time, and it just be copacetic? You know?
I love it.
Yes, but I also would like to add that once you learn to accept yourself and you begin to see yourself in other people, I think it makes that process a lot easier. So many of us are unable to see, and I believe that the specialities of people are hidden from us because of our inability to see the specialities within ourselves.
I love it.
So, yeah.
I love it. Girl, this is why I be asking you to call in. You know why? Because you be cooking. You be cooking. You be cooking. Guess what you just did, Attila?
I brought Houston in the building.
Yes, you did. If you want to bring your city in the building, call me right now, 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, the VOR continues this onslaught.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive.
Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza.
I sure hope he brought the Pepto.
Mike knows the Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie.
The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach,
diarrhea. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Single Moms Planet is a nonprofit organization dedicated to uplifting under-resourced single mom business owners and working mothers nationwide. Single Moms Planet offers comprehensive programs of financial literacy, business development, mentorship, and entrepreneurial training. They provide education, accountability, and hope. Single Moms Planet was founded by model, TV personality, and producer Nefertiri Plessy. Nefertiri felt firsthand the challenges that face single moms as she was raised by a working single mother. She learned that the most disadvantaged group in the United States are single mom families. According to the U.S. Census, 30% live under the poverty line. So she decided to do something about it, along with co-founder Cole Patterson. Their goal is to end the poverty cycle in single mother households through education, opportunity, and networking, providing family and child enrichment programs for under-resourced single-parent families. Single Moms Planet serves over 10,000 single moms and their children each year. Studies show that business development and financial literacy provide a positive environment for children and families, exposing them to new possibilities and opportunities. To attend one of their fun events, make a donation, or get more information, or if you need help as a single mom, please visit singlemomsplanet.org. That's singlemomsplanet.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
is out of control. When was the last time you heard Vesta? Vesta was on fire back in the day. In the 90s, I remember when she came out, everybody was like, she sounds like Shaka Khan. She sounds like Shaka Khan. But she really kind of carved out her own little space during that time. And Vesta had a nice little run, Vesta had a very nice little run, man. And that Special record was big back in the day, She kind of distanced herself a little bit from Shaka Khan. You should check out her Unsung, and it shows about her untimely demise, and but yeah, man, she had a wonderful little run, man. Let me get back to my topic. What makes your man or your woman special to you? In a world where conformity often reigns, the concept of being special holds a profound allure. However, the true essence of specialness extends far beyond the surface level. On tonight's topic, or this show, I'm aiming to delve into the intricacies of what it means to be special, exploring its significance in relationship, the impact of material wealth, and the inherent uniqueness of the individual. Trying to define specialness, of course, is subjective, but specialness, you can say, encompasses a multifaceted assortment of qualities that sets individuals apart from the crowd. It is the amalgamation of one's personality, values, experiences, and perspectives that contribute to their distinctiveness, right? Being special means embracing and celebrating the authentic self, acknowledging the rarity of one's existence in a world filled with billions of individuals. But peep this. If Jung was right and everybody is wearing a mask, then everybody is false. And where there is falsehood, there cannot be uniqueness. There cannot be the truth. Everybody talking about keep it 100, keep it real. Huh? But many people are so far from real that it's almost incomprehensible how much they've invested into the mask, how much they've invested into the illusion of themselves. So much so that they even believe that the mask is them. 1-800-920-1580. We got callers from all over the country. I want to talk to everybody. And Texas is in the building big. God Melanin, Houston, Texas. Get in here.
Big Zo, what it do, brother? How you doing, son?
Man, I'm alive and well. What up?
I'm on the same type of time, man. So look, getting right to it. For me, everything starts with self, right? So when we talk about things like, anti-conformity, special, I think that's a real kind of a elusive term because it depends on whose scope, we're looking at that perspective through. But for me, and I'm going to apply this to my partners as well, I think I heard you say those who are chosen choose themselves at some point in time. That really resonated with me because the moment that I decided, and no matter what's happening on BET, it no matter what's happening on the radio, no matter what's happening on Instagram, no matter who got what that I don't have or how much further ahead somebody else is other than me, blase, all that was irrelevant. When I really locked in on myself, sat down with my demons, and really took control and owned who I was, that's when I really started to become, not trying to, brag on myself, but people find themselves drawn to me across various walks of life, poor, rich, old, black, white, whatever. And none of that really came into being until I really had that come to me's moment, as you say. And after I saw that happen, not only did my life change relationship-wise, opportunities started to pop up for me, creativity, I got inspirations and things artistically that I never stumbled across or thought that I was possible or even, attaining. When I got to that point, I really locked in with myself. That's when I saw everything else different, and that's when I let go. So it's like when you talk about being special, it's like I'm going to be special because I'm committed to attaining my highest self, whereas I know for most people that's not really something anybody's really thinking about. We're worried about, what the rappers is doing, whatever. But when I see that same spirit in another person, that's to me going to signify that I'm looking at something special because I know 75, 80% of those that I come across ain't even got that type of thought process and mentality. So when I see that in somebody else, and I say, not only are you not going against the grain, but you're so committed to being 110% authentically you that nothing else matters, I already know that I can tap in with you on another level. We already special because we can acknowledge that I'm looking at God and God looking back at me too. So we already on a certain level. That's special to me. You know what I mean? And I think I got that with my lady. It didn't take no time at all for me to see that with her. You know, we straight like that.
I love it, brother. Guess what you just did? God melanin.
I brought the Ace back through one time. Go Texans, you know what I mean?
Houston, Texas. Oh, now they shouting out the Texans. Lord have mercy. All y'all teams are the Niners. Let's just keep it a buck. Your coach is Niner. Let's just keep it a buck. The Dolphins coach is Niner. The Jets coach is Niner. Let's just keep it a buck. I mean, the Niners are going to win the bowl. Don't get it twisted. When we come forward, the phone lines are still popping. I got people to talk to. We got a great topic tonight, and I want to hear from you.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has announced the city's 3 library systems will not face budget cuts in the 2025 fiscal year. Almost every city agency